We're going to be working with an exercise ball here and some spoons with some eggs in them, or you can use golf balls. And we're going to do an exercise to help you separate your hands from your body. So I showed one that had a board, but sometimes you might not have a board, but you might have an exercise ball. So we're just going to show you how to do that with an exercise ball. So I'm going to sit on the ball, and I'm going to spread my feet apart, kind of like I'm sitting on a horse. And I'm going to, you can start with one hand, and your goal is just to bounce on the ball and keep your hands still. You want to keep your wrists straight. Again, I showed you, you got to keep your hands soft on the spoon. You want your thumb over your index finger, just like you're riding with the reins. And so I'm bouncing up and down. I'm keeping my egg in my spoon. So then I'm going to do it with my left hand. Same thing, soft. Oops. And there I drop. Now I'm going to be holding my left hand. And I'm going to be holding the spoon soft in my hand. And I'm going to be bouncing. I'm going to bounce as much as I think I can and hold the egg in the spoon as still as I can. And that's our goal. And then our goal is to be able to have two hands holding the egg in the spoon while you're bouncing, so that your hands stay very, very still. Even if your horse is really bouncy, you want to keep working on keeping your hands perfectly still. With a soft feel in your fingers, you want to be thinking about your elbow moving instead of your hands. So when I'm bouncing, what moves is my elbow. I don't know if you can see that. I'll bounce pretty big. And you can see that in order for my hand to be still, my elbow has to move. And I'm kind of exaggerating it so you can see where the movement is. But that's the key to keeping your hands very, very still, is let the movement be in your elbows. No matter how big your horse bounces, have your hands be still with the movement in your elbows. The other thing that you can do is just balance on the ball and then work on your hands just being very, very still and separated from your body while you're trying to find your balance. And I've done this riding for a lot of years, and it's a skill that you have to learn how to do. You have to learn how to separate your hands from your body so that your hands have independent control. And then when you think you've got really good control, then you go ahead and you bounce and you raise one hand up, one hand down, and then you switch it. One hand up, one hand down, switch it. And then you can make a circle, and a bounce and make a circle, bounce and make a circle, so that you can independently move your hands away from the motion of your body. So I'm going to make two circles, now I'm going to make one circle, and then I'm going to make one circle all the time I'm bouncing and having control. You can use with your ball, and you can actually do this without the ball. You can just sit in a chair, you can stand up, but it's something you probably did as a child, is to pat your head and rub your tummy. So that's your first goal. Pat your head, rub your tummy. And then you're going to switch hands. Pat your head, rub your tummy. Okay, I'm not quite as good this direction. But this is separating your body parts so that your hands can do separate things. Okay, then the next thing you're going to do is we're going to bounce. And then as you're bouncing, you're going to pat your head. Just start with that. And now I'm going to add rubbing my tummy. And you just keep bouncing. Okay, when you can do that well, then we're going to switch it and go the other way. You're going to bounce. You're going to pat your head. And then as you get going, then you're going to start rubbing your tummy. And you can see this is just a little more challenging for me, is to rub my tummy and then pat my head. And it's my left hand that's struggling a little bit. And so these are really important skills to learn. And you know what? I've been doing this for 45 plus years, and you can never get your skills where they're too good. It always is beneficial to work on your skills, and I see that I need to be working on separating my left hand from my right hand. My right hand can separate from my body a little bit better than my left hand can, so something I'm going to keep working at.